5 points for prime time. And here is Conley. He has 6. Pass to Towns. And he banks in the layup.
Karl Anthony Towns finishing through contact there.
Prime time, the pass to Barnes. Here's prime time, covered by Conley. There's the feed to Pirtle, stolen by Conley. And they're on the break. McDaniels kicks to Gobert. Here's Towns. Lays it up off the glass. 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
And while we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season. Number 1, the Raptors. 5th, the Timberwolves.
Both really good defensively last season, and that showed up in those steals numbers.
Here's prime time. He has 35. Back to Siakam. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to prime time. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Anunoby, good.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Incredibly for the Minnesota Timberwolves, Clark, the 2004 playoffs are the only time they've won a series.
You know, with Kevin Garnett, they had a few 50-win teams and some excellent coaches. That just tells you, I think, how hard it is to win in this league.
Here's Barnes, following the 3 by Minnesota. Passes it to prime time. It's stolen by Edwards. And the call will be against prime time. That's his first foul. Chris Boucher's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Oubre's checked in for the Timberwolves. Now here's Conley. He's covered closely. Over Boucher. Conley's shot is off. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Raptors. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Now the pass to prime time. He takes it in, and he converts the layup. Prime time's got 37.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, and is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one goes on Anunoby.
Edwards does not back down.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
And, you know, they've done a fantastic job scoring inside as a result, finding plenty of opportunities to cash in near the hoop.
That's good from Conley. Oh, GA, the long arms and athleticism up and down this roster for the Raptors. It is something.
Yeah, they have a type that they're looking for. Blocks, steals, deflections, all coming in bunches. The activity will be there.
Prime time is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Achua. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's Boucher in at the 4. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Trent can't hit. Minnesota's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Edwards against Schroeder. Pass to McDaniels. This one for three. Trains it from beyond the arc.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make threes. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
And the Raptors can't hang on to the ball.
Timberwolves ball.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Conley. It's hauled in by Achua.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Boucher passes to Primetime. And it's Trent in the corner. Pass to Boucher. Just 5 to shoot. Jacks up a three. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
How about that dish by Schroeder? Always a good idea to get it to the open man. That's just good basketball.
Takes the 13-footer. Conley's shot is off.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Chalk up 2 there. Here's Conley. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Towns wide open. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Toronto, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Raptors.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Primetime.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Oubre against Trent. Clock at 6. Young, a screen on Oubre. From deep, Trent. Reed with the rebound. Now the Timberwolves with it. Here's Oubre on the money from 12 feet away.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Peter passes to Primetime for the 3. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And so Toronto takes this, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is
Thank y'all. Wow. Listen,
Right here.
I do my best to get to everybody, but we're going to try to do this in an orderly fashion, all right? Why don't we start right over here?
Gary Carson, local news. MP, this was the most anticipated rookie debut since LeBron James. And even with all that hype, you blew away expectations. Your box score numbers jump off the page. You outperformed guys like Michael Jordan and LeBron James in their first games. Is it fair to say that you're on your way to becoming one of the next all-time greats?
Most guys in the league think they've got that kind of ceiling. I mean, why else would you work this hard? But Michael Jordan isn't Michael Jordan because he had a good first game. He's MJ because he won 6 chips, 5 MVPs, 9 all-defense. My ceiling's sky high, bro. I mean, but of course, I want legendary status, and I won't have it until I start winning chips. It's that simple. Next question. Thank you. Right over here.
Lina Becker, Sportbild monatlich. Wie fühlt es sich an, dein allererstes NBA-Spiel zu gewinnen mit Fans, die auf der ganzen Welt zuschauen?
Lena Becker, Sport Monthly. How does it feel to get your first win in an NBA game with fans watching all around the world?
Wow. It's great that the NBA is such a global game that we've got reporters here from, it's Germany, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. It's a sign that the game continues to grow and find fans around the world. That means there's a deeper talent pool, more exposure. It's exciting if you love the game. Awesome. How do you say thank you in German?
Dankeschön.
Dankeschön, Dankeschön. That's awesome. All right, we got time for one more. Right in the back.
Damian Patterson, City Free Press. What does it mean to you to be a third-generation NBA player, following in the footsteps of your father Prince and grandfather Chuck?
It means a lot. Yeah. You gotta respect where you come from, and I come from a line of guys who got basketball in their blood. But the most important thing to me right now is representing these fans and the city and bringing them the championship they deserve. As much as I love my dad and miss my grandpa, I play for the name on the front of the jersey, not on the back. Thank you. Next question. Right up front.
Parfait, merci. Béatrice Corbet, la compétition. Votre maillot est le maillot le plus vendu en France en ce moment. Avez-vous un message pour vos fans français?
Beatrice Courbet, the competition. Your jersey is the #1 selling jersey in France at the moment. Do you have any message for your French fans?
Man, love you guys. France is awesome. I went there to help promote my first shoe deal, and I fell in love with the country. I mean, there's so much.
All right.
Y'all, thank you very much. Thank you. Good to see you. Thank y'all.
First rookie debut.
Proud of you, MP.
Hey, you should be. I'm about to do something special with the family name. No? Level it up.
You talk real big for somebody who just was crying as they dropped the Ninja Turtle in the toilet.
Pop, that was like 12 years ago. I'm a grown man now.
You can't even rent a car.
That's why I got you.
And you're lucky that you do.
Hey, I appreciate it, Pop. You here to keep me on track.
You know what the goal is.
Greatness.
That's right. Oh, speaking of, you know who this guy is.
Yeah, what about him?
He just updated his all-time GOAT list. Says that you have a chance to make it to the top someday.
For real?
Mm-hmm. Take a look.
What the?
So with all this talk about MP being the best prospect since LeBron James and Victor Wembanyama being a general...
What the?
legends. I've spent a massive amount of time researching their careers, and I placed them into 5 tiers of greatness. You can find that list on my website, by the way. Now, I love working on my GOAT list, but these guys are so legendary that they tend to stay in the same spot year after year, so I decided to add a new tier called the Got Next tier. This tier contains some of the younger guys in the league who aren't quite GOATs yet, but who, if they continue on their current trajectories, will almost certainly be in that discussion when their careers are over. Now, you may be wondering who's in the Got Next tier, so let's get to it. These are in order, by the way. Luka, Embiid, Tatum, Zion, Wembanyama, and of course, MP. Now, a lot of you might be like, I put MP behind Wembanyama, but they're basically tied, as I see it. And if MP distinguishes himself early on, I'll be happy to swap him with Vic. So, let me know. What do you think? Is there anyone who should be on the Got Next tier but isn't? Is there anyone who is there but shouldn't be? Hit me up on social. We'll talk about it.
These are the kind of people you want on your side if they're going to call you the GOAT someday.
Oh, come on, Pop. Media doesn't matter. It's all about winning games.
You're wrong. You need to understand how these people see you. I wish I would have played the game when I was your age.
Look, all due respect, Pop, I'm not like you. I'm not going to make the same mistakes you did.
I spent the best years of my career in losing situations because winning organizations didn't see me as someone who had their head screwed on tight.
Because you didn't, though.
Not at first, okay? But when I was with Dallas, they gave me a shot. Could have been sooner if I had played the game.
All right.
Son, you're trying to do something that nobody's ever done before. And when you do it, believe me, you will do it. There's gonna be no question who the GOAT is.
That's how you leave it all out on the floor. Nice job.
No, he didn't set any NBA records. But MP did enough to justify all the hype going into his first NBA game.
It was a good game, but it was still just one game. We'll see what happens.